You know, what if I had done more push-ups during DMT? What if I trained a little harder before I came in? Like, you know, things might have been different. And it's just like, I'm just like collecting sort of this list of mistakes that I've made. Like, I'm writing down a list of mistakes that I made where I gave up control over my circumstances because I waited on something, or, you know, I said, or pushed something off, you know? And it's just like, I willingly gave up that golden ticket to, you know, pursue my dream. And that's like the worst part about this entire situation. It's like, I gave, you know, all of the power to determine the direction and tenor of my career up as soon as, you know, I failed that path test. Like, I left it in the hands of another person entirely. And, you know, more often than not, you know, Air Force isn't very kind to people when it comes to the Air Force's needs.
Right.
So, it's just one of those, it's like, I never want to do that again. I never want to, like, give someone else the power to determine the direction of my career. Like, and it's why I'm working hard to, like, try and get this ACE award in my follow-on course. You know, I've already gotten a couple hundreds on the first couple block tests, and I'm on track to get another 100 in this block test, and it's just like, I'm going to take every chance and moment I can to distinguish myself among my peers and make sure that I'm working hard to make Master Big Blue happy. Because it's like, so Dina is no longer an entitlement. It's like a privilege at this point. Like, you know, when I passed that pass test coming in, and I got that guaranteed contract, that was the only guarantee. That was the only thing that was guaranteed, and that was the only opportunity to have anything in the Air Force in my career that was guaranteed. Everything after that point, like, once I failed, it was like, everything is a privilege. Like, it's a privilege for me to stay in the Air Force. It's a privilege for me to even get a position in the avionics schoolhouse. I could have ended up fucking being a water and fuel maintenance dude, fucking doing plumbing and unclogging people's shitty toilets and stuff, you know? Like, instead I get to work on cutting edge, like, fighter technology, which is pretty fucking cool. It's not what I want to do, though. And, you know, when I want to come back, it's like, it's going to be a privilege. Because it's like, I've got to have my supervisor and my chief and my commander sign off, and, you know, I got to go and try out and get the blessing of the people over there at the 342nd from that phase 2, and then I've got to work my ass off to prove myself worthy of that privilege to continue training into the pipeline. Gotcha. Which, you know, actually, I'm a little kind of like, it sucks. I'm bummed out about how things have gone. But at the same time, like, I keep thinking about it, and I'm actually grateful that this happened. Because it's definitely changed my perspective. And I feel like I'm going to be a stronger, more mentally resilient, and more, like, focused, like, you know, airman, person, adult, PJ, like, whatever the title is. Like, I'm just like, this is just going to be another thing to temper the strength of my metal, so to speak. So.
Some people have longer pipelines than others.
That's actually the most beautiful thing I could have possibly heard, man. Thanks for that.
You're doing the extended pararescue course. It takes you onto the most ultimate SEER training that you could ever have gone through, even as a PJ. This is like straight up POW camp, guerrilla style. Can you survive behind enemy lines? Training.
Yeah.
And you,
Absolutely.
so only the strongest are picked to go do this. You know, half the time, out of the last team, only 20 dudes failed. They only set back 7. The 13 others, they let go.
Wow.
And they're
that
not...
was 20 dudes.
What's up, Dirty Cones? So that is an excerpt from a talk between Cloyd from Clovis, the Cone, and me about what it's like out there should you fail. So listen to his words, take heed. Pararescue is a privilege, and you gotta earn it every day. And your pipeline is your entire life. It's not just Indoc. Everything you do is preparing you for Indoc. The extra push-up, the extra determination, the extra will to strive, not just survive. That's what it's all about, and that's what you need to do. You need to lay it all out on the line and give everything you got if you want to be a PJ. Same thing for combat control, but I can't speak for combat control, but I can speak for a PJ myself. So hope you guys are well. Hope training's going good. And keep working hard. Hooyah.